Hi everyone, this is Lizzie. I'm going to show you guys how to do one of my favorite looks, which is just a neutral, sexy, daytime appropriate smoky eye. You can wear it anytime with anything, and that's why I really like it. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So the first step is to moisturize and put on a foundation primer, which I have already done. Second step is get a concealer. Mine is Boing from Benefit, which is one of my favorite makeup lines. You could use a concealer brush. I like to use my fingers because it's only going on my face, and just put it on all over wherever you need the coverage. My face tends to get a little red, so I usually put on a little more, but if you don't need as much, then you don't have to put on as much. But like I said, my face tends to get really red, so. And I really like this stuff because it lasts all day long, it doesn't smudge, and it really, you don't have to really cake it on to get a good amount of coverage. And get those dark circles. The only place that I really do like to use the concealer brush is in my eyes, because I don't really like to really stick my fingers too much in my eyes. Okay. And the next step is to put on a foundation. I don't really use too much foundation because I don't like to feel like my face is really cakey. So I usually just skip straight to the powder. My powder is Get Even, also from Benefit. I really like Benefit's face products a lot because it does feel really light, and I don't have to use a whole lot to get a good amount of coverage on my skin. And just put it all over. You can use loose powder. I like to use the compact with the sponge that it comes with. Put a little under my chin. And I don't like looking very pale, so I always use a bronzer. Mine is Sephora Sun Disc in Aruba. It's just a light, ooh, running out. Just a light bronzer, just around the face, just to give a little more of a glow, make my skin pop a little more. And just really lightly, just in big circles, just around the face, just to get a little more glow. On the neck. Don't forget to do the neck, because you don't want to have a line where it's bronze and then pale, because that looks weird. Next, I do blush. Mine is Tarte, and the color is Tipsy. It's just a peachish pink, and I'm using my Bobbi Brown face blender brush, just because I like the big fluffy brush, and I just dab it on my cheeks like that, just to get a good pop of color. I really like Tarte blushes because they look really rosy. Next step is eyeshadow primer. Mine is Mary Kay Pigment in Vanilla. And I just squeeze a little on my finger. And then just tap it on the lid. Just like so. I usually just keep it on the lid because when I use eyeshadow primers, I use it to intensify the colors, and because it is a daytime smoky eye, I don't want the dark colors to pop too much. I want it more to be the light shimmery colors that pop. Let's put some on the other eye. And just kind of blend it upwards just a little, just to get rid of that line. And then the other eye as well, just so that it's more concentrated on the lid than on anything else. Next, I use just a shimmery pale color, and it's showing up really white, but it's really just a light shimmer. And I take my MAC 152, I think it was really faded, and just tap it all over the lid. Because I really want the color more concentrated on the lid than on anything else. Next, I'm taking my NARS Night Star eyeshadow, which is just a nude color with some sparkle in it, just because I really like shimmer, and especially because this is a daytime look. I like the way sort of the sun reflects off the shimmers, and it makes my eyes really, really pop, and that's really what I'm going for. And just take the same brush and just tap it on the outer corner of the eye and just kind of blend it in. I don't really want to cover all of it. I just want to do like maybe the outer 2/3 and then just leave the white shimmer on the inside, just so that there's a variation of color. And just pat it all over and blend. And do it on the same on the other side. Pat and blend. Next, I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush, which is just a thin, flat brush, and I'm going to take that into this bronzy brown color, and sweep it over the crease of the eye. Now what I usually do is I push a little bit harder on the outer part of the crease, and then just slowly release some of the pressure as I get to the inside. That way the line is not so dark all the way through. It's more, the dark is more kind of concentrated on the outer part and a little less concentrated on the inner part, because I don't want a line going all the way through. I kind of just want it to blend nicely. So put a little more pressure right there, and just kind of bring it about halfway and start to release some of the pressure. Lighter, and then and darker. And you see the variation of where it's dark to where it goes lighter. And we're going to do that on the other eye. And now what I do is in the same palette that I have, which is just a little eyeshadow quad from Ulta. I'm going to take this this black color, that black color, which is shot through with some like gold and bronze shimmer. And I'm just going to take the same brush that I used on the bronzy color and just in the very corner of my eye, just tap it and just blend it into the brown and just bring it down in like a V shape. Kind of blend it up and blend it down. Just in that corner right there. And then just pat it so that it blends. And you really only want it in like 1/3 of the eye. You don't want to bring it too far out. And then on the other side. And just pat it. And I take a little bit of that same color and just bring it 1/3 way under the lash line. Just so it kind of all blends together. Any excess that I usually have on my face, I usually just come back with the same brush that I used with my bronzer and just kind of sweep it away. And there. And the next step is to line the eyes. I just have my my liquid liner, and I just usually, because I don't really like to pull on my eye, I just kind of like to just lift my brow and just kind of stretch it, and then just kind of like tap, slightly tap on the eye to get a nice taut line that I can use. So just kind of tap it. And a lot of people think liquid eyeliner is really tricky. So if you do have trouble with liquid eyeliner, it's fine to use pencil. I prefer liquid. So start in the corner, bring it out. I like to do a little wingtip. Some people don't. It's not necessary. It's just my preference. I feel like it plays up my eyes a little more. Now the next step is mascara. You can use fake lashes. I feel like mine are long enough that I don't really have to. But for some people who have shorter lashes, or for people who have more straight lashes, now is when you would curl them before you put on the mascara. I usually, when I put on fake lashes, I put on my mascara first, and then I put on the lashes, but right now I'm not putting on any, so that doesn't really matter. But if you want to put on fake lashes, I usually put them on after my mascara. And when I do it, I like to come in from the bottom on the inside and roll outwards. And then just come in, kind of fix them up. And because I like my eyelashes a little chunkier, I usually just kind of come in on the outside now from the bottom, just kind of zigzag upwards. Just to get more of a chunkier lash effect. And then come in on the bottom. Curl those. Usually the bottom lashes, I just kind of take the tip of the brush and just sweep and then straighten them out a little and come in from underneath them and roll them out like I did to the top ones. Now the next step that I usually do is I line my brows here with a pencil that I cannot find. Usually, this one. Some people use powder and an angle brush, and that's okay. I prefer a pencil. Usually pencils come out a little bit darker, but since my hair is very dark and my eyebrows are naturally also very dark, I just use a pencil. And I just kind of very gently, just little flicks to fill them in. Gentle little flicks. Because I don't want them to look like cartoon eyebrows. I just kind of want to just fill them in just a little. Next, I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to put some lipstick. With this look, I usually like just a neutral lip because my eyes are a little more dramatic, and I usually, you know, one or the other, either eyes or lips. I feel like if you do both, it's too much. So I usually, since it is already a neutral look, I'm just going with a light neutral lipstick. So line the lips. And when I line my lips, I start from the bow in the middle, work my way down one side, then down the other, and then just sweep across the bottom. It's the easiest way to line your lips. Some people don't really know how to do it. Then take my neutral lipstick. This is just one of the colors from Sephora, and there you have it. This is my daytime appropriate, sexy, fun, smoky eye. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.